I'll never forget how I felt when she said, "Our son has autism."
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Here at KXVS, broadcasting from Stone Tube Studios, is the voice of Stockton.
Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Alex and Ronnie here. So we're going to give you a couple of things. The first one is going to be daily quote and then life's little instruction. So the first one is from Aristotle, and he said, "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it." I'll read that again. "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it."
That's deep.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that people will say, or they'll have a thought, or they'll say something, at somebody about them, or have an opinion and try to say, "Oh, you're not feeling well. Oh, you're this or that." Okay, we'll entertain the thought, but I don't have to accept that.
Right.
I don't have to feel ill today. I don't have to, feel like a bum today. I can, dress like this if I want to, or whatever the case it is of, entertaining a thought without accepting it. Oh, maybe that would be a great idea, but do I really have the energy and the time to send, my life in that direction, kind of thing. So we'll entertain the thought. We just won't accept it.
Yeah, I mean, what I got from that is that every idea that you hear doesn't have to pertain to your life.
Right.
So, yeah, understand it, contemplate the idea. Like you said, entertain it, but it doesn't have to be a yes or a no for you. But that's, intelligent people can do that.
Yep. That's an
throughout the day.
educated mind. They understand that. So thanks, Aristotle.
Yeah,
now,
thank you, sir.
for life's little lesson.
Yes, for life's little lesson. It's amazing how a big hurt can be healed with a little hug.
Yeah, that's life little lessons and instructions. So a big hurt needs a hug. Just a little hug.
Yeah. You're not saying you have to be cry on somebody's shoulder, but let somebody be there for you. Even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because just that little bit might be enough.
Might be enough. But, no buts. No buts.
No buts?
I have to add to that. For those moments, and I'm going to speak personally, for those moments where people have some boo-hoos and, some hurts or, things that
Don't go to Renee.
might need a little hug. I might not give a little hug. I might actually be the opposite and be a little bit more harsh. So that's a good life's instruction for me.
And that's what we were just talking about before we came back. Is that are you harsh?
I'm kind of harsh. I'm kind of harsh. I come from a place where
But do you see it as being harsh?
Pick yourself up, dust yourself off. You're gonna be okay. Let's go. Keep it moving.
But that doesn't really seem harsh.
It doesn't seem harsh to me, but I've learned.
It's reality.
I've learned to other people sometimes it's harsh, and so I've been called cold. I've been called cold-hearted. I've been called mean.
All right.
I've been called.
Maybe the jury should still be out on you.
Yeah, I've been called, a few things that I think that I'm not. I can be harsh, I think, but I think that has only come with being able to kind of assess, a person's...
Or being direct?
Being direct.
Are you direct?
I'm direct. For the most part, I'm pretty direct. But I kind of assess the situation in essence of, okay, maybe it's a little hurt, depending on the age of the person, one. Okay, if it's a little guy or girl, guy or girl, interchangeable. But if it's a little person, of course you're going to give them a hug. That's just, those little things that they need to know that things are okay and, it's good, we can move on. Maybe some older people didn't get many hugs when they were younger and they feel that they need them. However, I kind of have taken it in the context of like, well, you've learned how to deal with it, cope with it, so deal with it. I don't know. I don't necessarily have to give everybody a hug. Nor do I want to. I love to give hugs. I am a hugger, mind you. I am a hugger. I do hug people. I hug my hellos and my goodbyes when I can.
Wait a minute. Let's back up just a little bit.
Okay.
You first you say you might not give hugs if people need consoling.
Yeah,
But
it's in the
then
context.
you say you're a hugger.
I'm a hugger in the hellos and goodbyes, and you know.
So as long as you're coming or going, you're going to give a hug. But if I have a problem, you might not give me a hug.
I might not give you a hug.
Because it might. Well, that everything doesn't need a hug.
Right.
I mean, that goes to the participation trophy.
What the situation is. You know, what is it necessarily that's that little hurt or a big hurt?
Mm-hmm. It could just be you need somebody to tell you exactly how you're telling them.
Yeah, it might be okay.
You need to get up, get on your feet, do X, Y, and Z, and it'll be better. Yeah. Some people need that because they are relying on the hugs.
Okay, and maybe at the end give a little hug to go with it.
Yes,
I think I could do something like that.
To bring it back around.
Yes, I could do something myself like that. I can
now give me a hug and get out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. So okay, I guess you could say I'm a hugger. I'll hug. Yeah. I'll give hugs, but yeah, in the context of what that is.
Yeah, I think for you, when you see something where it's like, come on now, you know you can get up and do this. I think that's when you're like, I don't want to hug you for that.
Right.
But just remember that everybody's not as cold-hearted.
Right?
It's not cold-hearted. No, it's not. It really isn't. It's some people like to wallow in their own self-pity and can't deal with being told the truth.
Right.
You would rather deal with reality of the situation.
Absolutely.
And not deal with all of this emotion that doesn't need to be.
Right, or it's because emotions are not permanent. Emotions are temporary.
Yes. And
they only come with the situations and the circumstances that be. Our natural reaction is to emote. So it's okay. We'll get through it. You'll get through it because you're going to have another emotion soon enough. So for this particular one, let's not accept it and hold it and let it stand.
Right.
And fester and grow and become like this big ball of pity or this big ball of boo, poor me.
It actually does turn into something that is harmful.
Because that becomes depression. That becomes self-loathing. And that's
self-hate.
Self-hate. It turns into many other things. So it's very, very important for you to push through emotions. Just acknowledge that, yes, maybe I'm feeling sad right now. Yes, I'm feeling angry right now. Yes, I'm feeling joy right now. Yes, I'm feeling ecstatic right now, but it will all pass.
Yeah.
And so when you can kind of have some kind of vision in sight of at least your next step of what are you going to do? Your next 2 steps. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that to help you move through the emotion into where you want to be. If it's particular situation and you need to get out of that because it's causing all of this type of emotion, what are you going to do to move forward from that so that you can start to get out of that emotion? If it's a negative emotion, if it's a good emotion, what would you do if you want to help grow that type of emotion? What do you do? But just remember that all emotions are fleeting. They're all going to change. So happiness, joy, sadness, it's all in the winds. That's all what comes and goes. So, it's just having that drive, that focus, that motivation, the inspiration to continue on to whatever those goals are. A nice little hug, okay, or no hug, okay.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say that you're cold-hearted. But
I don't think so either.
I've only known you for 3 days?
Yeah, 2.
They say a crackhead can hide habits for 6 months. So.
They can hide habits for years.
See?
Let me tell you. Crackheads
you must
can
have
hide
some stories because your eyes got
I
super
have some
big.
stories. You would be amazed. People who can lie to themselves and how they lie to others is absolutely amazing. But that just goes to show the capacity that somebody can do. When you have vision or something that you truly want to do, you're going to do what you can and are willing to do to get that or get there. So make it something positive. Let's not make it crack. Let's make it something positive. Or any other harsh drug. that might take your soul.
So you also had the horoscopes.
I do. I have that ready. And so astrology.com brings us a little bit of entertainment. So because we're in Cancer now, I'm going to read Cancer's horoscope first. So for today, July 3rd, 2017, Cancer, this is for you. Cancers. Yeah. If you gave in and did that shopping yesterday, you may feel the need for some exoneration today, but there may be a very easy way to forgive yourself. Now that you've looked over your purchases, you're not quite as enthused about them as you were. Why not pull out those sales receipts and return them? There's no surer way to obtain shopper's amnesty than to admit your sins to the person at the returns counter. So if you guys did some impulsive, excessive shopping and you thought, dang, I really shouldn't have done that, it's okay to go ahead and take it back, return it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll probably never see the person at the returns counter again. Just let them know, I kind of overspent.
They be looking at you, look. They just bought that yesterday.
I'm not a Cancer, but I did buy something else other than that washing machine yesterday. And I bought a really nice vacuum because the vacuum that I had previously, it was a cheap vacuum, so it did kind of a cheap job.
Now that's, you have to.
I didn't want to deal with that again. I didn't want to deal with something that I thought, well, let's just get something of good quality. Well, so I went and I purchased a Shark rocket. So it was really nice.
With the pet attachments?
Space saver. It gets into the high places.
Oh, yeah.
And it has, good power to get things up out of the carpet, because I have a dog. I need to get that dog hair, sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's rough
I
in
thought,
the
wow,
streets.
this is okay. So I'm going to get this. And it's kind of one of the cheaper ones on the shelf. And it was a good buy. However, I ended up going to Home Depot thereafter because there were some hoses that I need to get for the washing machine. Well, I ended up getting the hose, but in the process, I was in the area and I saw the same vacuum over at Home Depot for $30 cheaper. So my goal today is to go back to the initial spot and let them know I just found this.
Oh, so you're going to go there cheaper first to see if you can get the refund.
Yes. So just go ahead and I'll keep the purchase from you if you can just, kind of give me that rebate or just, match the price. I'll be fine with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and return it all together.
And then go back over there and get it for cheaper.
I'm going to go to Home Depot and I'm going to buy the same exact vacuum for $30 cheaper.
Yeah. And the companies that won't match prices, it's your loss.
Yeah, it is.
It's your loss in this day and age.
Yeah.
You should. What is that doing for you? That $30.
It's advertisement. It's keeping your people. It's keeping your customers happy. That's repeat.
Yeah.
That's repeat.
It does more for you to match the price than not.
Absolutely.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. So that was Cancer. We're going to read Virgo.
Uh-oh.
Because Alex is a Virgo. And for any of you Virgos out there, which I have a lot of family and friends that are Virgos. And I'm sure there's just tons of people out there.
You're just blessed with them. You're just blessed with us.
I have to say, yes, I am. It brought structure to my life.
We can. We can do that.
So, Virgos. This would definitely not be the best day on the record to pick a fight with you. Not only won't you appreciate it, you'll be more than game to take on anyone. And with your verbal skills running on high at the moment, they'd be foolish to accept the challenge. If you get the feeling that arguments are waiting under every rock, do the right thing. Separate yourself from the situation just until you cool down. So, you guys, heads up. Be on the lookout. People might be wanting to pick a fight with you. Just let them know.
Go in your safe space, Virgo.
Walk away.
Go in your safe space.
Because you're going to hurt some feelings.
Yeah.
You might say things that cannot be unsaid. Save yourself, save the situation. It's not worth it if that's the case, because definitely those verbal skills are not to be played with. And then I'm just going to do one more, and that's Leo.
Oh, of course, we have to.
Because the Leos are coming up.
They are, right.
We have a local artist in the area, Ren the Heat Monster from Doja Click. And he has this hashtag that he puts up that he says Team Leo. So I think that's pretty awesome. The other people, they'll put up like Team Virgo, Team this, Team that. But Team Leo, I get it.
Yeah.
I resonate with that.
Of course you do.
So
yeah, I wonder why.
We Leos are coming up. It's our season to shine soon. So for you Leos out there, all of a sudden the urge to keep spending money has passed, and passed quickly too. The shopping buddies you refuse to let out of the gate will probably get a big kick out of seeing you like this, but once you're done putting up with good nature ribbing, you'll at least be able to congratulate yourself for being the first one to quit while you were ahead. So, for those of you who, understood that you kind of wanted to splurge and you wanted to go spend and you kept that under wraps and you're congratulating yourself, you earned that right to do so because, sometimes it takes, especially Leo's got a big heart. They want to go get these things for everybody. They want to throw these big parties. They want to make it elaborate. They want to splurge a little bit sometimes, and to catch yourself and say, hey, like, let's just hold off. Let's wait a minute. Let's kind of keep that in the bank or something.
See, that's when you take your Virgo family members with you. They'll tell you.
Frugal.
You really need that? You don't need that.
You don't really need it. Yeah. But they will definitely let you know. Like, hey, let's think about this. So, good job for all of you Leos who caught yourself and didn't let yourself excessively spend out there. And like me,
so
I did not excessively.
I was going to ask you, do you feel like you excessively spent, or
I was a little upset that I had to spend more than I anticipated. I did. I ended up spending a little bit more than I anticipated. However, I was able to catch myself to make sure, like, hey, let's get that moving truck back because I don't want to have it another day. I don't care if it's late. Just turn those keys in, get it out of my possession. Just things like that. Let's try to save. And so I found a good gift, a good way to gift those who helped, and that wasn't too much, out of the pocket for that. And so I actually am happy with myself, and find this $30, saving.
Yeah.
I think I did okay.
Winning.
So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that daily quote. If you guys have any suggestions as to, what other types of things you would like to hear with us on the morning show, let us know. I would like to hear from you guys to find out what it is that you would like to hear. I think we'll have Darius, the numerologist, come in soon to kind of maybe have a day with us and maybe share some information with some of you guys. And, we have a few things up our sleeves to share with you guys soon enough. We have to pick kind of maybe a particular, there are many subjects in relationships, many things. But, we can call it maybe a tip of a day, or, I don't know, maybe we can have it go along the lines with what we talked about with our quotes and, daily life's instructions with those hugs and with your significant other.
What I came across today was how to maintain a relationship over the summer. Because some relationships can either be you're breaking up for the summer to get those new faces,
or you're holding on.
And what do you do? So I like on some of these, I like to read them and see if I agree or not agree. So let's kind of get into it a little bit. We have a few minutes left. Touch on this, and then I wanted to get into that, what not to do on the 4th of July.
Okay.
Before we get out of here. So one, it says, talk to each other whenever you can. Communication is key to any relationship. I think that's for any relationship, right?
Communication is key. You have to know yourself as well as, the situation and the other.
Yes, I agree 100%. If you're going to talk to somebody, might as well talk to the person that you're with. Number 2, plan on spending time with each other at least once a week to maintain that physical relationship with one another if possible. So to decide on what to do together and do it. The more you see each other in the flesh, the better.
This is true. Long distance relationships are kind of hard.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
Communication would be the number one thing in those.
Yes. lots of things for imagination as well. You have to really spice things up in conversation in order to maintain those. So that takes a lot of energy. So definitely for those who need that physicalness, that physical touch, that physical person there, definitely spend time with them.
And then the next one says, value your time together.
I know, instead of coming together just for arguing, coming together, causing issues, and not enjoying the time together. Yeah, enjoy your time together.
It says, tell your significant other how they make you feel. Doesn't have to be cheesy. Just be honest and listen to your emotions. Celebrate important dates and anniversaries.
If they remember.
If they remember.
No, they should remember. You guys, you got to remember those things. Guys and girls, both. You have to remember those things. They're important. They're important.
Yeah, even if you have to write them down.
That's right.
I mean, don't be ashamed.
I'm telling you.
I'm not good with names. I'm good with faces. And I know this. So I try to help myself.
There
somehow.
You go. Yes.
Like if I have to put a contact in a phone and I just met them and I'll forget their face, I'll like describe something in the box with the name.
Where it says like company or something. Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
And it helps. But I mean, of what we've said here, I think this can apply to all relationships, but especially in the summer, as people look to, I don't know. Here's the thing. If you're in a relationship that you're afraid might end in the summer, then it's really not a real relationship, in my opinion. It's not that solid. Then you need to reassess what's really going on in that anyway. These right here are things that should be done regardless of the season in a relationship, right? Yeah. Communication. If you're spending time with each other, do it the right way. Quit, step aside all the arguing, especially if it's over little things. Just enjoy each other's company. Tell each other how you really feel. Yeah. And just be accountable. I think that would
and that's a big one. In the summertime, there's a lot of flesh that's exposed.
Yes.
It's a lot of eye candy out there, if that's what you want to call it. People are naturally drawn to beautiful things. We have a lot of beautiful people here in Stockton, in the valley. It's okay. It's okay to look, because if you have the gift of sight, you might as well, don't pretend that you're blind, that you didn't see something. Just if you're in a relationship and maybe if you know your partner would not appreciate maybe a extra few seconds of staring or looking, check yourself. Like you say, check yourself before you wreck yourself. You don't want to put energy towards something that would cause any kind of distraction. If you really care for your significant other, the person that you're with, turn your attention to them and find something beautiful in them that you might want to look and talk to about. But unless you guys like to watch together, you like to people watch together, then that's something else. That's something that I used to do with an ex of mine. We would people watch, and I do. I like to people watch anyway. So even if I was with somebody now, which whether that be the case, I'm not telling. I'm just telling my business. Okay. So if I were with somebody now, I would people watch with my friends. But I would still people watch. I think it's fun because sometimes I'm like, wow, look at that outfit, or wow, she did her hair and makeup really awesome, or he chose like a great outfit, or whatever the case. I just I like to watch people. It's interesting, but just. Watch yourself if you guys are together, and then just give them that attention instead of putting attention somewhere else. Just be true to yourself. If you're not happy, acknowledge that. If you are happy, show that. So, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, just a few things, just a few tips, a few things for the summer. Like I said, a lot of flesh, a lot of eye candy. Just be careful.
Be wary of the flesh, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Tempting, I'm sure. There's a lot of people who, self-control ranges. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
Self-control ranges. So.
And with that being said, we most likely we're not having a show tomorrow since it is the 4th of July. And so, in saying that, so little things about tomorrow, what to do, what not to do. You have any thoughts for the people as we get ready to get out of here?
Just, I always want to stress, stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, bring water with you. If you got the little ones with you, make sure they have shoes on their feet. Make sure they have some water or something that you can give them to help quench their thirst. Be safe with the fire. Keep your distance from the fires. Listen to the instructions that are given around any fireworks that are being set off. Make sure you read the instructions first before you set them off. Or if somebody's in your group a little bit more experienced, ask them to teach you, show you. That helps as well. Yeah. But have fun. Be safe. Walk away from people who want to cause the drama. It's really not worth it to ruin a day in some negative energy when it's a good day, a day to be positive and have good energy.
You heard it here, folks. Be nice to each other. Bring food if you're supposed to be bringing food to the cookouts. Don't come at the end just to get a plate and leave. It's not what we do here. And like she said, if drama is occurring, you don't have to participate.
You really don't.
It's all about coming together on these days and celebrating our veterans and just us as citizens of this
nation.
Great nation. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, this is Alex
and Ronnie
of the morning show. We're going to get ready to get out of here. We're going to leave you with a song titled "The American Flag." And when we come back on Wednesday, we'll tell you what we ate.
Nice.
And how our days went.
Absolutely.
And then some of these other segments that we had going on, the horoscopes, health and wellness. Well, we didn't get to health and wellness today. So we'll have to touch on that.
We did not get to health and wellness, but we will. In the event that you guys want to share your experiences also and would like us to share your experiences, you can send a little email to rawnehour@gmail.com. That's RAWNE hour, HOUR, @gmail.com. And I'll check it. If we have anything in there and you guys want to share it, we will do that. All right?
All right.
Be safe out there. One love. Peace.
Peace and air grease.
So, I'm a dog, and I'm kind of new to this family, but I've noticed a trend. My humans do this thing where they go around and get all my toys and hide them in this basket, but it's always the same basket, and it's always the same place, and then they act so surprised when I find them, but I'm like, hello, that's where you put it last time. Humans are the worst at hide and go seek.